business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Harris. We'll get this to about the 38.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 38, Young. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Steve Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Third and short yardage. Young. Got a man complete. Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but out to his left. Out to his left. Man open. Here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7 from the 20. Now Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. The give to the fullback on the dive. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Fourth down, Young. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Calvin Johnson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, powers.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick-6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Carlson on for the PAT. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the lead is now 2. Offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 44, Mahomes. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man, complete, and touchdown. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half
to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Gets past one man, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Derwin James with it back. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. throwing the interception. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Young. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
But Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Remain for second down. Harris running straight ahead. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Young on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Young. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Young to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to ends with the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Play fake. Now Young. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety who fired in there to blow that play up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Young will set to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. How about Brian Urlacher? We've seen this before. He comes up to belt him for the loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Young now from the 50. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
on 1st and 10, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Young on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Gronkowski, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Now back to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young, open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Young to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Tony Gonzalez as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that flag accepted.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's good to make it 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.